Room Sounds Production. What up, sound?
Let's see those juice boxes in the comments, y'all. Hello, y'all, and welcome to the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We are here to have candid discussions and cut through the stigmas to show that in the end, no matter your background, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that's okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking the link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about family trauma. But this week, we're going to discuss ourselves with this week's topic, self-love, because self-love is the best love, okay? And we're not talking about, never mind. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast, y'all. We have G-Way, no way. We have Top Badge Prince Jr. if he shows up. We have Top Badge Coco Ma. And we have, lastly, we have Feisty, last but not least. Let's find out how the panel feels about self-love. But before we get started, all that I ask is you keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, I'm going to allow the guests to come in the box and tell us a little bit about themselves and their streams, and then we will get started, okay? Go ahead and hit that plus sign if you are on the show. And if you're willing to jump in and you are a guy, please hit that plus sign just in case someone does not come. If you are a guy.
G-Way, no way. What up, y'all?
Go ahead and hit that plus sign, Coco.
Oop, I gotta adjust my camera. Hi.
What up, Icy?
What up?
What up,
Hello.
What up, Coco Ma?
How you doing? Well, any guy who is willing can go ahead and hit that plus sign. I'm assuming our friend is indisposed at this moment. So go ahead. Ladies first. As always, we are polite here on the Red Room. All right, we're going to go ahead and add our friend in here just in case our friend does not show up. Hello, Ghost. So we have Ghost stepping in here, y'all. We are talking about self-love tonight. So go ahead and tell us, Feisty, about yourself. Tell us about what you got going on in your life, and then we'll move on to Coco. And
all right, sounds good. Hello, I am Feisty. I am, well, feisty. I'm a Mexican Jew who just moved across the country for love. And I'm a streamer, creative weirdo, and a Muppet in human form. Yeah, and I do painting and a lot of sort of cerebral type posts. And I'm on 3 other platforms as well. Woo! That's it.
all right, Coco, tell us about yourself and tell us about your live and any events or shows you got coming up.
Hello, people. I am Coco Ma. I am a dedicated random streamer. I am an African. I love to talk about my culture. I love to talk about the place that I'm from, which is Cameroon, West Africa. And yeah, catch me when you catch me, honestly.
Ghost, go ahead and tell us about your about yourself.
Oh shit! And there goes breaking stuff. Well, apparently I'm chaos incarnate, but try to make do.
Wait, is there
Uh,
somebody else in the box?
Reset your Wi-Fi if you have to.
yeah, I was having some connection issues myself, which is why I was in and out. And ugh.
Right.
I don't currently have any active streaming going myself. I mean, I'm just getting into it. I've been on tag since 2007, but I'm just now getting into the streaming bit. So, um, anything else you guys want to know that I didn't cover?
No, I think that's it.
Pretty much.
Go ahead and tell us about yourself, co-host.
Yeah, it's your co-host G-Way. No way. If you don't know me, you can get to know me. Hit that fave button. You can find me pretty much every night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got something going on pretty much every day. I host a show on Mondays called Hood Feud, which is the ghetto version of Family Feud. So if you want to come through, get a lot of laughs, have a good time, I'm a whole vibe over here. So make sure y'all hit the fave, man. Push the button. Push it. It won't hurt.
Push it.
Push it real good.
He's Mr. 9 o'clock, okay? He's Mr. 9
That Mr.
o'clock.
9 o'clock. Everything I do is at 9 for some reason.
Other than Tuesdays. Anyway.
Other than
I'm the
Tuesdays at 10
host,
p.m.
Jen and Juice, y'all. Okay, Jen just got Liddy. Sure did. Anyways, make sure y'all be monitoring what people are saying down there. But I'm your host, Jen and Juice, y'all. You can find me here every what? I didn't hear y'all say it every Saturday. Every
Saturday.
Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk, y'all. But you can find me also every Tuesday at 10 p.m. other than this week because he leaving me. But anyway, Tuesdays at 10 p.m. we do Cut the Beat. Yeah, I'm on your head. We have Cut the Beat every Tuesday at 10 p.m. And then every Thursday at 9 p.m. we have Getting Lit Studios Productions, Getting Lit Show with King of Diamonds. That's my number 2 here, Bubble, on the live. So make sure y'all tap in with him because I do all the graphics and I'm also I help recruit and judge on the Getting Lit show. So make sure y'all tap in with him. But other than that, y'all can catch me late nights or early mornings. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Self-love is important. We were created inside of our own bodies, and this is the person that we should love. There are things about us that we want to change and that we find hard to accept, and self-love is to love who I am. I am precious, I'm worthwhile, and I'm worth the time and love to create the life I want. When we don't have self-love, meaning we don't respect ourselves and we don't feel deserving to take care of our needs, then we expect others to do it for us. For instance, if you have children, then you may try to turn them into something that you need them to be so they can fulfill your emptiness instead of fulfilling that within yourself. When we have self-love, we're the most powerful and we can be, and the most powerful we can be, and it overflows into others. So I want to know, what is your definition of self-love?
Who's going first? Me?
Your definition. Anyone can
Ladies first.
jump in.
Ladies first.
Well, first off, I want to backtrack, and I was laughing because you said "get lit," and I have a Jewish Hanukkah shirt that has a menorah on it that says "get lit." It was funny to me, and it was total side note. Self-love is getting your needs met and knowing how to do that, and it's kind of a way to regroup and recenter for me. Like if the world is too loud, it's kind of a breather. For me, it's art or singing or, taking a walk. But yeah, it's a way to center. Yeah.
it took me a minute to know what self love was. And I feel like for me, I always had to fill that void and be with somebody. So, I mean, my definition of self love right now and self love in 2015 are two different things. But right now, self love just means just being able to love myself for who I am and like who I would like to be in the future and who I am about to be. So yeah. Prince, you are late. Like, that is not a good look. I just had to
To
say
him.
that.
Give it to him.
Sorry.
Give it to him.
No, because some of us that were early, like for real, like you literally
Listen, I
You don't get
apologize
that.
for my
Okay.
on
I
us. You
apologize
feel
for my
me?
tardiness. Like, I'm still at work, so like I'm on the clock and I'm trying to like be at the show, so I had to come in the house real quick. Yeah, tag, what
We
up,
still
buddy?
love you
But
though.
hello, everybody. Shout out to you, G-Way. Shout out to you, Coco
What up,
Ma.
Prince?
Shout out to you, Feisty, because you looking real feisty, but I ain't even saying that. Tag, you're it. Thank you, Jen and Juice. I'm sorry. How you doing? So self love to me, this is what self love is. When you wake up in the morning, you look at yourself, you brush them jibs, and you give yourself a hug and say, "Listen, I love you." You hear me? Like, ain't nobody gonna love you like you do. That's why it's called self love because you give yourself so much love, and you help everybody around you. So when I help people around me, that is my self love. That's what makes me Prince Junior B. Like it makes me happy to know I can help others and still love myself. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think pretty
That
much
part.
everybody hit it on the head. I mean, like you said, it's loving that person in the mirror at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If you won't
That
love
part.
yourself, you can't love others. You can't spread love. You can't learn to love if you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much self-explanatory to me at the end of the day.
That part.
You hit that gift button. Okay. So self-love to me is regard for your own happiness, your basic human necessities, and the things that I think make you move as a person. And what I mean by that is I'm kicking you. The things that you love to do. That to me, the big one with the dragon, that one. But self-love to me is taking care of yourself. It's not just bubble bath and candles and drinking a glass of wine. That might be what it looks like sometimes for you, but self-love is loving yourself whether you're having a good day or a bad day, at the end knowing that you're not perfect and still caring enough to um and still
I
caring
beg to
enough at the
differ
end of the
though.
day, you know what I mean, about yourself. Like, you like understand that you're an imperfect, flawed person and still choosing at the end of the day to be like, what, I tried. Today wasn't a good day, but I still try every day. You know what I mean?
Push the plant.
Oh, I see. Thanks for reminding me. Self-love is also
Pretty
remembering
bird.
to turn the gift sounds off. But that to me is self-love, and I kind of like it kind of goes hand in hand with what all of you said also. So but just knowing that at the end of the day, you are enough. You are enough, you as yourself, without any fluff, but just you yourself at the base of your human self, that you are enough at the end of the day. Any more things to say on that, y'all?
No, I think that calls for a long distance self love hug. Oh. Yeah.
Um, so if y'all
Oh
are
shit.
just pulling up,
My
that's
bad.
okay, y'all. We still have a whole lot more to come, y'all. So make sure that y'all tap that gift box, tap the favorites on all these folks here for being here. But you can find us every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk, y'all. We just discussed what self-love is. Now I want to talk about the things that hold you back from self-love. Some of what keeps us from loving ourselves fully is our own internal turmoil. We often fight silent battles within ourselves that we don't let anyone else know. But with that being said, what I want to know is, if you could evict a person or pain from your heart, what or who would it be and why? Don't get scared, okay? Because I've got to answer too.
The voice inside me that stops me from risking things in order to succeed. Yeah, the one that's like, oh, you know what? You shouldn't do that. Take the safe route. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Wait, what is the question again, Jen? My bad.
It says, if you could evict a person or pain that you've endured from your heart, what or who would it be and why?
So I have this. In all honesty, I, as a person, I don't hold grudges at all. I really don't. I really don't hold grudges, but I can't seem to shake this person off my, you know, my jugular or whatever they call it, that my mental, like my brain. So honestly, like there's this one person on tag that I cannot seem to shake, but it is what it is. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm self-loving every day. Like I'm woosaiing, I'm doing some yoga and it's helping me, it's helping me. So I have to breathe in and out like G way right now because now I'm just thinking about the person and it's just making me itch. So I have to, but yes, absolutely. Prince, you can go now. I'm done.
Ladies first.
She just went.
Ladies first. All right, so right, so about that part, right? It's a lot of people that don't like Little Prince, but I don't even think about it. I still go and show them nothing but love and happiness. I show them what self love is. You know, when you could just see somebody how they just hate you so much, but you still go and make their day by showing them some love and speaking in their comments as much they want to turn and tell you about yourself, but they can't do it because they know it's just not the best thing. So I try to tell everybody about self love. If you love yourself, just love everybody around you. Pay the negative no mind. Because sometimes it brings you down. It really hurts. So you gotta you know and let it
Got a
go. Just
woosah.
let it fly off your shoulder. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Let me see. If I could evict somebody out my heart,
A person or pain. It
uh,
doesn't have to be a person
oh,
specifically, but it could be just a
this
pain
gonna,
you've endured.
it's gonna be a person. My baby mama. 'Cause,
True. True.
she
Let them
bitter
know
as I don't
now.
know what. Bitter as I don't know what. Like can't nothing make this person happy. They ain't happy. If I'm happy, they ain't happy. So they really bitter right now because I'm gonna stay happy. Because at the end of the day, I learned self love and I learned how to move on with myself. I feel like she should do the same and just get the heck out and get stepping. You know what I'm saying? I had to say that the politically correct way,
Preach,
but y'all know what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
preach, my brother.
One love, one love, one love.
Level up then. How about that?
Level up. We saw that.
Shit, sir.
Level up,
Oh,
baby.
If I could evict a person, level up, level up. See, his whole background says level up, man. If I could evict a person or pain from my heart, what or who would it be and why? If I could evict a pain from my heart, I think it would be probably the toughness that I put on myself. Like, I will say I put a lot of pressure on myself to be perfect. I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things right, and I often get disappointed in other people when it doesn't align with how I am, if you get what I'm saying. Like I'm constantly disappointed because people don't have the same heart, like, and it's like a constant lesson that I'm learning, and it's like man, people just aren't built the way you are, you know what I mean? And I think just the pain of constantly trying to be, this better version of myself, and always feeling like I'm not good enough, or those kind of feelings. I think that kind of pain from my heart, just not feeling good enough type feeling, is for me what I would evict from my heart.
Just when you feel that way, just always remember you are amazing, okay? Even though Coco just made me hit my head, but you're
Don't do
amazing.
that.
So
Don't
never
call my
forget that.
name. I have technical difficulties, okay? I'm having real technical difficulty
Yeah, we
issues
we ain't got no
because I'm
insurance
not a
over here. We ain't
streamer
got no
anymore.
insurance.
So,
We haven't got to that
you
part
feel
of the
me?
show. We got insurance. Look, we almost fell again.
You saying
My
that
bad.
right?
If you get
Does
Deep
I
seasick,
already
anybody
energy,
got
else
a
deep
have
cocoa on
anything
my
else
energy,
to
head.
say on
deep
that?
and
But if it
deep
came down to
energy.
a person, um, if it came down to I had to choose a person or pain to evict from a person, um, it would probably be the old me. Like just those thoughts of things that I've been, like I said, the things that I've been through. It
Period.
would be to get completely rid myself of that person, because I feel like moving forward, like you are constantly like thinking about that old self. For me, like I get upset, like especially if I see like what I call like a weak-minded woman. I can't stand it because I see myself in that. I see my old self. I see, things that I went through. I see those things, and often the things that we can't stand about other people are things that we see in ourselves, hate in ourselves. And that for me, I think, is just thinking about my past self.
Hmm.
What was that, British Junior?
Hmm?
You have anything else to say? Oh, I
Butterfingers.
thought she was saying like.
And I was saluting everybody that came in. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Okay. But if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You're only a little bit late. You have not missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. You can find us here every Saturday on the Red Room Talk at 10
Saturday.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. We just discussed what self-love is and know that thing not in your drawer, but then we discussed internal turmoil, and now we're gonna dig a little deeper. Shut up. Uh, Often other people can get in your way on your journey to self-love. And I say this because other people can make you question yourself, the things that you do. They can make it hard on you when they're not aligning with the things that you have in plan for your life. So what I want to know is what you accept from others, what you think you deserve.
Ooh,
I don't deserve anything.
I deserve everything.
I don't deserve
Isn't that the
anything.
exact
I
opposite?
just
Deserve- I
I was
deserve time. I deserve patience. I deserve all the good things in life because like I make sure I give that out. So I feel like I deserve that in return. You feel me?
right.
So
You deserve some height, but ain't gonna get there. But
we're not
so
about to do that because you're tall, because you're 6'2" or whatever you are, and I'm 5'3". We're not about to do that because God made me beautiful, and I deserve the height that I have right now. Amen.
Shout out to the short people. Shout
And
out to the
do
short people.
and
shout
do.
out to the show people, the little
Hey,
people.
listen, I got to
Shout out
use
to the short
tongs to
people.
reach stuff on the top shelf, so mind your business. Okay.
Hello, Jen. Like you know what I'm talking about. Hello, hello, caller. Are you still
Thank
there?
you.
So
Like,
about that, right? I'm not even gonna lie, I give so much to people, but I never want nothing. I don't deserve anything. I just deserve loyalty and respect,
that's something.
and that's all I ask for. I don't ask for too much, because when you start asking, you hurt your own heart. You feel me? So when I gotta self love, I gotta just keep growing in the world. That was self love mean to me, and that's what this whole topic that we on right now means to me. You know, as long as I'm growing, that's all I deserve. When I stop growing now, I'm like, oh man, this is something else. This is not what I want in my lifestyle. You know me? But you know, hey, we trip, we fall, but it's all about getting back up. You know, if you can't get back up, I don't know what to tell you. And I want to say
You don't
thank you
deserve
because
anything.
they gave me the hype that I got because I could stand next to Coco and look down like, hey, but we ain't gonna go there.
I think I deserve to be seen, and I deserve for people to meet me where I am at, meaning making mistakes, making weird decisions. And like, that's where I'm at right now. So just, let me do my thing. And if it doesn't involve you at the time, then just let me be me and unapologetically myself. And yeah, just being seen and for people to meet me where I'm at, even if it's, halfway to crazy town.
Absolutely. I love that for you,
Absolutely, for
Feisty.
real. You know, like me, I
Definitely.
want to be heard, but I don't want to be seen.
Mm,
No, she's not
facts.
talking about
Facts
being
on that.
seen. I feel like,
No,
in
I know
all
what she's
honesty, she's
saying.
not talking about the physical. She's talking
I know
about
what
like,
she's saying. I understand. She digging deep
yeah.
down inside. I'm just saying to me, like, I want to
It's
be heard, but I
important
don't want to
though.
be
It's really
seen.
important. When it comes to that, it's like really important to be seen because it's really weird when you're trying to say something and people are not understanding or you're not you know being seen the way you want them to see you. So
Ooh, preach, Coco.
It ain't weird for me.
don't
I
do
don't
me
really
pretty
care.
like
I don't really care. You can look at me and see whatever you want to see at the end of the day. I give out positive energy, and I feel like all I ask back in return is the same. Like, you think positive, you get positive. If you negative, please get from around me. I'm not for you at the end of the day. I don't like negative people. I don't like negative thinking. I don't like negative ways. You are what you manifest. So manifest that good positive energy, and I just ask for the same thing in return, along with a little bit of loyalty, and I'm straight. Straight.
I'm
Preach.
sorry, does that say meow hugger?
Okay, meow.
Okay, meow.
So is what you accept from others what you think you deserve? G-Way?
Yes, yes, I do. I do. I do. Because I don't surround myself with negative people. At the end of the day, if you're negative, you're not gonna last around me too long. So yeah, what I accept from others, like what I deserve. Yeah.
For sure. That's a fine line for me. It's like there's a difference between boundary and tolerance, right? And there's a limit to what you can and cannot tolerate. Um, but if
Can
it's a
you do real
hard
quick,
boundary, it's a hard boundary.
Jen?
So you kick those people out that hit that boundary, because they're just going to piss on the fire in your soul instead of fuel it, you know? So,
Not me.
yeah.
I was talking about him. But yeah.
Um,
Absolutely. I feel like that is very true.
for sure.
He just made me lose my
Y'all don't
train
be
of thought.
afraid to comment. Don't be afraid to comment in the comments, y'all. All of y'all's input also helps. Um, is what I accept from others what I think it deserves? 9 times out of 10, probably no. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of those people. I accept a lot of bull pucky from people that I should not. And then when it comes down to putting my foot down and I start setting boundaries after the fact, then it's like I'm the jerk because now I've put a boundary there. Please lie. I am not lying. Look at my
I'm
sister
going with the
trying to
sister.
trying to
I'm
do
with the
me in on
sister.
the
I'm
show.
with the
I know
sister.
she's lying.
I agree with the sister.
But
Get her.
but I stopped accepting. I stopped accepting that. In the beginning, I'll let people slide. I'll let people slide because I want to see what you're gonna do with the rope that I give you. I'm gonna give you enough rope to hang yourself.
Thanks.
And at the end of the day, what you do with that is what determines how I react to you. I often accept less than I deserve, but in the end, I end up making it so you have to set a boundary. You have to set, rules for yourself. If you love and care about yourself, you're going to make it so you don't accept anything less than what you deserve. And I think that's something that in self-love is those boundaries that you have those things, but you have to set them straight off because you teach people how to treat you in the end. If you're not treating yourself with self-love, if you're not loving yourself, then how do you expect someone else to have that same respect for you? And I'm going to say that it reminds me of like, okay, this is not going to get into the man woman thing. Okay, we're not doing that. But when I think about women who disrespect themselves, right, and you're dang there naked on your stream or in your Instagram, or you disrespecting your body by doing this, and then some man comes in your life, not saying that you deserve these things, but by you not respecting yourself, do you think these men are going to come in here and respect you and your whole chest is out, your whole Gucci's out? And do you think that they're going to give you the respect? No, because you had no respect for yourself. It's kind of the one of the same. If you're not respecting yourself, you're not putting boundaries up for your own self. How can you expect other people to have boundaries and respect for you if you're not even giving yourself the same respect?
It
You
looks like a
teach
duck,
people how to
quacks
treat
like a
you.
duck.
Mhm.
Get a cracker.
It ain't no damn duck because let me tell you, I definitely understand what Jen is saying because like at the end of the day, like I keep telling my peoples like if y'all click on my picture, like I have all my thighs out and all that good stuff. You feel me? Like that's a
Cat,
clickbait, to be honest with
that's
you. Like
bait.
at
That's
the
that
end of the
bait.
day,
You gotta reel
I
them
feel
in.
like I feel like, I had to put a clickbait just to get all the, tag that made us do some crazy things in life. So like I feel like it
Preach.
was necessary to get all the, the views and all those things. Like that's society. Tag can be when you think about tag, you can think about it like society. Society makes you put these things out so that like you get the attention that you feel like you deserve. But at the end of the day, you don't need all that. You feel me? So like I feel like because I don't need that, because I want it as fast as it's supposed to come, I do that. You feel me? So I do that because I feel like it's gonna get me faster views. It's gonna get me to a thousand views in 1 hour. You feel me? And all that good stuff. But like when people come to my stream, I understand when they come aggressive. Like when they come talking about oh, you know, what them thighs do. I understand because guess what? I did that to myself.
You
I
set
put the
yourself
picture
up.
out
The
there.
thighs is on
You
the
feel me?
picture.
Like I put the picture out there. So I can't cuss at them because like I did that to
They're doing
myself.
what naturally comes to them because that's what they're
And
seeing.
that's what they're seeing. So I can't. I'm not. Who am I to be like? Oh hell no! You don't not respect me today. No, I can't do that because guess what? That's what they see, and what they see is what they say. So like, come on now. At least I feel like we have to take accountability, and the more we take accountability, the more like we would probably change our ways. Honestly,
So if I post up a picture of my shirt off, it's gonna bring me a lot of views.
of course.
Heck yeah, it's a
Hello,
thirst trap pick.
I'm about to
Everybody
be
got
the
one.
first. I'm about to be the first
Everyone
Everybody
view.
do
has
Okay?
one.
I'm about to be the
that.
first view. Let me
I had
tell
to
you.
ask because I'm about to take me a good picture of these good boxer brief and post it as my profile picture. You hear me?
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
G
about to
Wade, don't
come
come to my
view you.
profile that day.
I'm about to come view you
Hey, I
on my
already know.
real page,
I
my
Look,
don't,
rapper
I
page,
know what a
my
thirst
third
trap
page.
pick look like.
Come on now.
If I'm laying in the
I don't
bed
want
and
to
that
see
one
no
dread's coming
hamburger meat,
across my
okay? I
eye,
don't
don't
want to
click.
see no
Don't click.
hamburger
Don't click.
meat. I don't want to
Hamburger meat.
Bump
What you
into
talking
it.
about?
No hamburger meat. He don't got no hamburger meat.
See wild in this. This horse meat. What you talking about? Chill out now.
Taco.
Oh
Slow
nah.
down.
Anyone?
Oh nah, Prince. We was not talking about that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Whole lot of meat going around.
Yeah, my fault, G-Way. Cover your ears, man. My bad.
Hey man, they talking like this in my live. I'm at home right now.
But I digress, y'all. If you are just pulling up, y'all, this is the Red Room Talk. This is the hottest talk show on the app. So make sure y'all tap in every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern
Right.
Standard Time. I need y'all to say it that way or it doesn't count. You guys have not missed it all. We do still have a lot more to discuss. We just discussed what self-love is. We discussed internal turmoil and the things that we accept. Now I want to see what you do for yourself. When I think about self-love, like I said earlier, I think about bubble bath and candles. I think about spa days. I think about those type things. But I also look at the other aspects. I think about, affirmations. I think about therapy. I think about things in that manner. There's two sides, or there's many different sides to self-love. It's not just one blanket thing that you do for self-love. It's not just bubble baths. It's not just this. It's a collection of things that you do to build yourself up. So what I want to know is, what do you do yourself to actively practice self-love?
For me, I like to present my best self as far as like, I don't do it for anybody else, but if I feel like putting on makeup and, doing my hair, like that makes me feel confident. And that's a form of self-love for me. And also getting on streaming. It's a weird way of being social for me. And I'm a very social creature. So if I've had a busy day or I've been cooped up and cleaning the house all day, I'll get on here and just vent or do something goofy or whatever. And just, it allows me to connect with another human being out there. And that's important to me. And, being able to give love and receive love, and being comfortable with that is also very important. And, just knowing that giving back and like I made that person smile today. And that makes, that's self-love to me because it makes me happy.
Making me feel good. Very nice, very nice. Me myself, how I give myself self love, I treat myself. I'll take myself out to eat. I go get a nice haircut, nice outfit, you know what I'm saying, nice shoes, step out clean, where I'm feeling myself. That's how I treat myself. I don't get to do it often, but when I do, I definitely go a little bit overboard. So that's my way of treating and loving on myself.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to sound redundant. So, yes, I would do, you know, what Feisty said, and I would do what G Way said. But I would probably end the night with, I mean, I gotta keep it PG-13 now, but like I will probably end the night with, like a little.
Pleasure, pleasure,
Right.
pleasure,
Thank you.
pleasure.
Because I was
Yeah.
I was thinking about something else. But a little self pleasure, like what they call self pleasure, I would definitely, I have one of my friends, Anastasia. She's always here for me. So like, she would definitely help me, self love. So that is part of self love. You feel me? Like all the things that Feisty said plus G Way and then plus Anastasia. So like yes, I would definitely do that.
Is
I
there a
love the
last
name
name?
Anastasia. It's awesome.
Is there a last name? She got a last name? I just want to know if
I
we
mean
related.
Coco Ma, duh. I married her.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Just trying to see what the last name was. Just trying to make sure no relations up in here.
It's giving way vibes. So I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
it's
out.
giving way. I listen, she did so well to me, I had to marry her. So maybe Anastasia Way. Got you.
Mm. Or no
Oh,
way.
oh,
All right, let's get it.
Or no
All
way.
right.
That's too funny.
Yep, in the-
All right, so you ready? So my
Junior, we don't got all day now. Come
my thing
on.
is self. Whoa, slow down now. Yo, put some chapstick on your lip. I'm gonna tell you that. But so mine is waking up, talking to myself in the mirror, going to the spa. I was at the spa Sunday. It felt so good. I might go back tomorrow. You hear me? It might be a Sunday tradition starting now. Um, hanging out with my nieces and nephews. Hanging out with my stepkids. My prior relationships I was with their mother. I never stopped loving the kids. So I'll hang out with them. Go out for a bike. Go take a long walk. Ride the dirt bikes. Just like all together have fun. That's my self love.
Mm,
And being able to help that bum on the street. That dude that be like, can I get $1? Can I get nah, I can't give you no money, but I can feed you if you hungry. Cause if you ain't hungry, I can't help you. You feel me? Like I don't contribute into giving them money, but I would definitely stop what I'm doing and get them a plate of food, something to drink, even a little dessert, you feel me? So it's like you gotta help everyone around you. That's my self love to me, being able to help, being able to make myself happy to say, oh yeah, I did something good today, help that guy down the street, help that lady over there that ain't got no family, like every Thanksgiving, what I do is I cook for my family, and whatever we got left over, I just make them in different plates, and I take them out to the homeless, and I throw them plates like here, I even get them water, juice, just
Right.
to even some of them I get them a beer, cause some of them don't even eat food, they just want beer all day long, so I
Yeah.
get them a beer, I just try to help them, that's my self love.
So
G-Way.
I already
Coco
said
just
mine.
wanted to sandwich me.
Oh,
She wanted
I
to
said
sandwich
mine
me just
already.
now.
Mine was pampering
I love you
myself
too
and
much.
oh, you were
shopping
doing
and
it,
all
yeah.
that good stuff. Pretty much the gist of what everybody else was saying.
So, what do I do to actively practice self-love?
Oh yeah,
Um,
one more. And sorry, one more thing, right?
Go ahead.
So today, right, this was some real self love, right? Yeah, I
Oh,
know I was outside and I get this dude the sneakers off my feet. Like I walked home barefooted. And the crazy part is the dude ain't even want the sneakers. He wanted the socks. So I gave him my socks. And I was like, damn, I gotta go see Ling Ling now. But I felt good to know that I gave him my sneakers and my socks. And I
that's
walked home barefooted.
I
That was
believe
crazy.
that.
Everybody
Prince,
looked at
I
me
believe
like
that that's too much self. That's too
they
much
like
self love.
they
I
like
cannot.
yo.
Let me tell
Like I
you
got to my
something.
block. I got to
I'm
my block and they was
African, okay? My damn, my feet is already strong as fuck. So
listen,
I'm not about to walk around
listen,
barefoot and
listen.
and not and
Listen.
remove the socks out of my foot.
I
It's
got
either you get either or.
listen.
You get the
I got
socks
to
or
my
you get the
block.
sneakers. Like
I got to my
pick,
block
pick
and they
one.
was like, I got to my block and they was like, yo, you got robbed. I said, yeah, man. Somebody less fortunate. I had to get on my joint. You feel me? And I was upset because it was like, yeah, I really just gave him my socks. Like, damn, you couldn't take the sneaker or the sock. Like, oh, you had to. Feel me? But it was just all love.
You
Like,
definitely got robbed. You
they just
definitely
made me.
got robbed by somebody unfortunate. Less
Like,
fortunate.
listen, it's okay. It's okay, because it's okay, like, I get that back 10 times, and I don't even want it back. It's just all
And
love.
that's
You feel
fine
me?
because you're gonna have to go see Ling Ling now.
Now,
Like
I
Ling
went
Ling
to
gonna
see
have
Ling
to
Ling.
scrub your damn
Listen,
foot
I
because
went
you're
to
gonna
see,
get athlete foot.
listen,
That shit
I
don't
went,
stink.
listen, I went to Ling Ling already. Listen, Ling Ling, no. I called Ling Ling. I said, I'm on the way. She was like,
Okay.
you just came here. I said, nah, you gotta hit it again because I just did a good deed, so put them on Ling Ling. She got the scrubbing and all that. I was like, yeah, I was like, now you gotta hit that a little harder because I don't know what I stepped in. You hear me? So get that. She did me good. Then good thing I brought some new socks, I put them new socks on.
So
Prince
But
was
what
yeah,
y'all
acting
that
like
don't
a
self love, you
ballerina
hear
understand,
in
me?
them streets.
y'all that don't understand the translation, okay? Prince got robbed.
Nah, I ain't get robbed. Yeah,
And then he went
yeah.
to his neighborhood and told everybody
Listen,
he donated his shoes and his
listen,
socks.
listen. They
I'm
were
just messing
listen.
with you, man. I'm just
They
messing
were
with
listen, man. To rob me, man. To
you.
rob me.
Stop messing with Prince. Stop messing with Prince.
Nah, but you know that's my self love. You feel me? Like
And be
that
quiet.
felt.
To rob you, just give you some
That,
alcohol,
listen
and they
that
can rob you easy.
listen that listen that felt so good to me. Like just to do that. Like, but it was crazy though. Like I really wanted to give him my whole outfit. I really
So
wanted
you,
to.
so you wanted to walk out naked.
No, no,
That's
no,
what
no, no,
you.
no, no. I wanted to because it was like the sneakers is crispy, but the outfit is bad, and I was just like,
What kind of sneakers?
Yeah,
Like,
no, he wanted to walk out
damn. Huh?
naked. That's what he wanted to do.
what kind of
You said
shoes
what
was he
sneakers I
wearing?
gave him?
Yeah.
Oh no, I gave him some crispy white ups, and
Oh, okay, okay.
Some Nike socks to go with it. I was hot, that's my uniform. I go everywhere in some ups, you catch me in some ups at all
Your
time.
mama pimp.
Telling you, yo,
Yeah.
I wish. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I wish Tag was with me, right? I'd have got on Tag back because I know my bro would have had me. You feel me? He's like, yo, come on, Prince, come on, P.
They definitely, absolutely not
Yogi.
would have not had you,
Listen, Tag would have been like, "Yep, Tag, can you tell him you'd have my back, right? You'd have let me get on your back, no homo. Like,
bro. Tag
he's
right
like,
now
what's
is
the
going around
Listen,
asking
listen,
people
y'all.
if
Let's get back
Tag
to
right
the
now is
P? That's
going
a
around
compliment
fact.
here,
asking people
okay?
if they
We
want
know
to
that
XL or
Prince got some
XL.
strong feet. Y'all got some strong feet, okay? But what do I do to actively practice self-love? We're getting off topic. What do
My
I
bad.
do to actively practice self-love? First of all, the first thing I do when I wake up, I be like, girl, you look good. You look good, girl. Every day. Every day I do this. I'll stand in
That
front of
part.
that mirror, booty naked, and look at myself saying, girl, you look good.
Butterball.
You look good today. Okay. Hey, listen, you look good today. Because you have to do that. Like, and that's not even on days when I feel like, man, I ain't feeling all right, but sometimes just telling yourself that every day, like those positive affirmations to yourself, like, just telling yourself how beautiful you are, like I'm smart, I'm capable, those things, just having daily affirmations to remind yourself, even when if nobody else all day long tells me I'm beautiful, I'm gonna tell me I'm beautiful.
Like you should.
I don't I
See?
don't I don't necessarily have to hear that from somebody else. Like, yeah, of course, compliments are great. But the compliments that move me are the ones that are about my character, about my personality, that I'm funny, that I'm smart, things like that, like the things that I do, like, man, you really make a difference. Um But I make sure to tell myself every day those things, that you're beautiful, you're smart, you're funny, you're all these things. So that way, and when anyone compliments me, it's just in addition to what I already feel about myself. Because I don't always have the best days. Some days I might be like, man, you look good. But I'm still gonna be like, girl, you look good, okay? You look good, okay? But other than that, just doing things that I love. This is self-love for me, doing my show even against when I don't feel like it, because I know by the end of the show I'm going to feel good, because I know that what I do this for. I don't do this show for me, trust me. I don't make the diamonds that I make off this show that I make on this show. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I do this show for the people. I do this show for the people who need it. It might be someone who's feeling like they want to commit suicide that day, but they come in here and they hear something positive, and I might be the one thing that made them keep going. Those are the reasons why I do this. Those are the things that keep me going. When the people come to me, I've had people tell me, Jen, I just want to let you know you saved my life. I want to let you know that you made my day better by coming to your show. You made my day better just by meeting you and who you are. That some people are in deep need for who you are as a person. And I think just doing that, just knowing yourself and loving yourself enough to extend that to other people, that is self-love in itself. The things that I do for other people is because of the way I love myself. I have extra love to give out to other people. Now, when I start feeling that lack of self-love, when I'm emptying my own cup, that's when I have to be more about self. And it's not, taking from anyone else, but you have to love yourself first. You have to fill your cup first. I don't
Yeah.
want to go talk about Will Smith and what's the name, Jada, but he had talked about before all that happened about how he had to love himself and what he loved to do, and that she had to love herself and the things that she loved. So that way, when they came together, he could not hold the responsibility to make her love herself. He had to step back and love himself first. And I understand that, because my darkest times in my life was when I was giving out my self-love to somebody else and giving them the key to it. Those were my darkest
And
time, because
forgetting
I
who you
gave
are.
someone else the key to my own happiness and I was lacking it. So I had to take my power back and start giving myself the love that I so wanted from everybody else. You know, you have to pour into yourself first, and it's not a selfish act. It might feel selfish sometimes because if you're a selfless person like I, but you have to pour into yourself, or you are committing like the worst crime upon yourself that you can. You have to love yourself first and foremost, especially in a relationship. The one thing that I want for my partner is I need you to work on you and love yourself first. And I need me to love me and work on myself first. So that way the love that we have that's extra can come together. And that's when you form better bonds. You form healthy relationships, is when you have that love for yourself and then you come together with the extra love that you have. So it's never taking away from you. There is no parasite host relationship. Now you just have that I water you, you water me, and we grow. You have to have that self-love. You have to. And I used to get really angry, like when people would be like, oh, you got to love yourself first, or how can you love somebody else? Because I could tell you in my darkest days and I didn't love myself, I still loved other people. It's possible. But was it healthy? Heck no. No. You have to live a healthy life for yourself and expect that your partner does the same. And what do I also do to practice self-love? Therapy. There's no shame in it. I go to
Preach.
therapy.
Nothing
I
wrong
talk
with
to
it.
my therapist. I tell them things, because you can vent to your friends as much as you want, but they're always going to have some sort of feeling towards things that you tell them. If you're complaining about your boyfriend, they're going to be like, I don't like him no more. Da, 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 da. Or if you're making a bad decision, they're going to come from a place of judgment. When you go to therapy, and a lot of people like have this stigma around therapy, but when you go to therapy, really what it is you're really talking to yourself, and you're having someone to reflect back to you the things that you're saying. They're
Right.
not there to fix you. No, they are there to get you to come to your own conclusion of things that you need to do to better yourself in the end.
Facts.
Right. Because
Definitely
I
vent
talk
to
to
the man
myself.
upstairs. If that's your therapist, if that's your therapy, by all means. It looks different for everybody. It
I
looks
talk to
different for
myself.
everybody. But y'all, if you are just pulling up, that's okay. You are way late though. Okay, you're late. You're late, late, late. Okay, it's okay though. You can find us
Party.
here every
Party.
Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Red Room Talk. You have not missed everything. We still have a little more to discuss. We just discussed what self-love is. We just discussed internal turmoil and the things that we accept and what you do to practice self-love. But now I want to learn a little bit more. I think it's really important in loving yourself to recognize how far you come. For example, um 10 years ago, you are not the person with the mentality and the wisdom that you are today.
That's
So
a
my
fact.
question is, what changes have you undergone that you thought impossible 5 years ago? What changes have you undergone that you thought impossible 5 years ago? Y'all
Um,
in the comments, please weigh in and please stay put, because we are going to need you all in the comments for the next question. So y'all please stay put. Make sure you're putting your input in the comments. But yeah, what changes have you
so
undergone that you thought impossible 5 years ago?
so back then I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't selfish to my family, but I was selfish to people. Like, I was in the streets. I was running the streets, doing my thing. You feel me? And I didn't care about nobody. Like, I only cared about people I know, my friends. And now, when you fast forward to now, I'm more of a giving to everybody, helping everybody around me. Just want to see everybody when everybody grow. So I can't lie. Years later, helped me, and I feel better about myself because when I look back then, I'm like, damn, I still could have helped those people, you know. But at that time, I was in the street, so it was like it was me or them, and I chose me instead of choosing them, and I probably could have helped a lot of them back then. Still be able to see to today, you know. But a lot of them, you know, I ain't really know, so I wasn't rocking with them. And then you hear, oh, this person passed away. Oh, this person incarcerated. Like, then you like, damn, yo, if I had just helped them that night, feel me, they probably been here with us right now. You feel me? Like, so it's like moving now to today. It's like it's so much better for me because now it's like I'm so willing to help everybody around me. So that's the best part, you know. Because if I had that mentality I had back then when I got on this app, most likely I probably would have never went live. I would have never spoke to anybody, you know, and things like that. I'd have probably been a troll. So I'm just happy that I was able to shake that and grow out of that and, you know, come back to help everybody around me. And that's what gave me my self love was helping everybody around me. So that's the part of then and now.
Oh, gosh. 5 years ago, I was actually in emotional boot camp. I was in a trauma-informed residential treatment center, um, which was insane. You put 9 women in a house, so much estrogen for 64 days, where we like hashed everything out. But I was perfect, you know. I was a can't understand normal thinking, but and put on the mask every day and all that, and no one could tell me otherwise, you know. And I was super needy. I thought that I needed somebody else to love me and all that. And then next thing I know, I'm okay being single for years, you know, living by myself, doing all that. And I never would have done that. I would have moved from, you know, done the lesbian U-Haul thing. Like someone would call me pretty and be like, okay. But now it's, you know, and I'm okay making mistakes. And I love saying the word no and not be a bitch about it, you know, like actually setting boundaries and knowing that oh, maybe this person isn't very good for me, or maybe they have an agenda. So, you know, knowing what my own worth today, you know, rather than, you know, me at 25 or 35, you know, me at 35 was needy. And, you know, now I'm in it to win it, but it's okay if I don't.
Good
Yeah.
mentality to have. Definitely good mentality to have. 5 years ago, let me see. I've learned how to open up, and I actually have to thank the app for that because I was a very private person. You know, like I wouldn't talk about hurt, pain, grief, you know, stuff like that. I was more enclosed and more selfish with my feelings and boxed in. Since then, I've definitely learned to open up and express myself and say how I feel instead of keeping everything bottled up. This show helps me more than a lot of people even know because I have people that come to my live and been coming for years that learn things from this show that I never told them on my own live. So, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, and I'm thankful for being a part of this show because it really is my therapy every week on Saturday. So.
Appreciate that. Anyone else have anything to add? No?
Well,
What changes have I undergone that I thought? Um, I would say being a streamer, being here doing this show. When I first came on here, I didn't feel like I was worthy of being a streamer. Like, what do I have to say? Why would people want to listen to me? Like, who am I? And then I realize, or you don't realize, how important you really are to people. The people that come to you and be like, man, I come here every day just so I could, to talk to you or to see you or to conversate with you, or I look forward to your show every week. Like, you don't know what that does for me, or like those things are kind of confirmation for me sometimes. But I was in such a place that I didn't feel like I was worthy of that. I didn't feel like I didn't like, who am I? Like, I just really didn't feel like I was worthy of being, talking to people. I used to watch people stream, like, man, I really wish I could be one of those people. I want people to be in my life. I want to be a top badge. I want people to come talk to me. But I was like, no, that's not me. Like, nobody's gonna want to talk to me. But I had to really get out of that mindset, because the more I would be in people's lives, they'd be like, man, you need to stream. You need to stream. Like, the things that I would talk about, they would be like, you're smart, you're funny, like, you need to be behind the camera. And I just didn't feel like I was worthy of that. I didn't feel like I had that in me. Like, why? Why? That constant questioning myself. And so just building that confidence, and for me, I've never really been very trusting of people. It's something that's a very hard limit for me. But to allow myself to start trusting people again, to allow them in my, like I was talking to you earlier, Feisty, that wall,
Yeah.
that brick wall attitude I've always had. So nobody can hurt me, right? But I've allowed myself to start taking bricks down to allow people into my personal space, to allow them to hurt me. You got to allow people the room to hurt you, and just trust that they won't. But having that letting that wall down enough to allow myself to trust people, I couldn't have done that 5 years ago. I was so untrusting. And yeah. What you got to say, Prince?
Sorry, excuse me. Um, I just love how you worded that and everything, and I just want to say, like, back what brought us closer from when I was first on the app till when we had that conversation till now.
Yeah.
Like when you were saying everything, like you made me find my purpose on the app. My purpose is to help everybody around me, to never want to watch nobody give up on whatever they want to do. If you want to be the biggest gifter, the smallest gifter, the top streamer, anything. Because it was so funny. Like, if we go back to it, Jen, and this is the best part about you even speak about self love, because that day you could have been anywhere on tag, but you came in there, you got a whole new perspective on certain things. And when I ended that stream and you hit me up on Instagram, you was like, yo, Prince, like, yo, like, thank you. You know, brought me closer to people and everything. And it meant so much to me. But I just wanted to, now since we on the show, we speaking on self love, I just want to say it wasn't me. It wasn't me, Jen. That was all you. So touching on self love, that is self love. You grew, you didn't give up, you got that blue badge, and you got it at one of the best times, like right before your birthday. And it was just so amazing how I was actually in the rundown to watch you get your badge. That was so mind blowing for me. So I just want to say thank you and keep up the self love and keep up your movement of what you're doing with the talk in the red room and just keep being an amazing person.
Appreciate you for that. Thank you. Oh.
I appreciate you too. Listen, almost made me cry, but we're
Look,
gonna get out of here.
listen. You see, that's allergies.
I swear to God, like like it just it just hit me like it just slapped
Y'all
me in
in
the
the
face
comments, please
when
get active, y'all.
like it hit me in the face when you
Christy,
said it. Like
y'all in the comments. Let me see those juice boxes, y'all.
when you said that, like it hit me because it was like, damn, Jen, we just had a real like I didn't even realize that it was self love that we was actually having a conversation on. Like you feel me? Like no, I'm talking about like back then when
Yeah.
we had that talk. Like I didn't know like it was just us holding a vibe, having a conversation, me uplifting you, showing you like, hey, you're not alone. We all in this together. That don't matter if we in your stream every day or we gifting you big or we in a verse or we just never come to each other's stream or whatever. Like that day, it was a calling. It was like, hey, go on Prince Stream. And you came in there and you got a whole nother perspective. You got to, talk to people that yeah, I wasn't really rocking. And that's why I call it a safe haven, like my stream will always be the safe haven. I don't care if y'all wanted to take each other out in real life or on the app, if y'all want to bash each other through the app. When y'all come in that room, we ain't doing that. Everybody love each other, like, and
Everybody love everybody. That's what I say in my life.
exactly that's real self love. And I want to say thank you again, Jen and Juice,
I
for
don't.
pushing yourself,
I
never
don't
giving
love
up,
everybody.
and doing
But I
what you
definitely
gotta do.
understand what y'all saying though. I
Listen,
definitely don't love everybody. There's one person on the whole
Coco
platform
love
that I dislike,
everybody.
but I definitely understand
You,
what y'all
you know
talk.
what it is. Coco gonna talk because she missed a couple height inches, but it's all right though, Coco. We love you, baby.
Listen, y'all, if y'all are just pulling up, I want to make sure y'all are active in the comments. Let's see those juice boxes in the comments because I need y'all here in just a quick 2 seconds. All right. If y'all are just pulling up, this is the Red Room Talk, y'all, which you can find every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern
Saturday.
Standard Time. You're definitely late. We're discussing tonight's topic, self-love. We are now at the hottest part of the night.
Ooh, we
Yeah.
about to talk
Oh,
about
do that again. Do that
we about
again. I like
we
that.
about
Yeah.
to talk about my Anastasia friend.
Ooh.
When you hear that
That's what she sound
sound,
like.
y'all, that means we are at our hot seat question segment. We are doing
That's
things a little different this season, y'all. Our hot seat question is now left up to the fate of the audience.
I'm scared. I'm
Boom,
scared.
Yes, the audience,
boom. I'm in
I'm
y'all.
here.
scared. Hold on, I gotta go out and come back.
Some juicy ass questions, y'all. I mean, some juicy
I
questions.
went to
She wrote,
ask our peers what they wanted to ask for this week's hot seat question. If you want your question to be featured on episode, make sure that you go to my profile, click the icon, and follow me on Instagram, and look out for that hot seat question post. Now is the time, y'all. I need the comments to start moving, okay? So I need y'all to enter in the comments who on the panel you want to answer tonight's question, and before I reveal it, go ahead and enter in the comments now who you want to answer this week's hot seat question, y'all. Enter in those comments who you want to answer this week's hot seat question.
I mean, duh. Me, of course. Like, come on now. Boom, boom, boom. Coco
Y'all get
Mom.
active in
Hello?
those comments. Who do y'all want to answer this week's hot seat question? We got one for Coco.
Little Prince Junior B.
we got none for Little Prince.
Oh yes, feisty. Okay.
One for Feisty.
I
Absolutely. I would love
moderator.
to hear Feisty's answer.
Coco.
Coco, hello?
See, I
Hello?
like. I
Two
listen. I
Coco.
like
Three
y'all already.
Coco.
I
I know
appreciate
y'all
y'all.
want to hear some Anastasia
Hello.
questions. Like,
Hello.
hello?
Oh, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, don't put Prince.
Appreciate y'all.
Mm.
All right. I guess we will go with Coco. This week, viewer, aka myself, sorry, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I asked, have you taken the time to unplug from technology or do a digital detox? If so, what were the benefits?
You sure it was Coco? I think it was Feisty.
Yeah. Nah.
Huh?
It was definitely Coco.
Oh,
You
you
gotta
said
thank you. Y'all ain't say Prince.
have I detoxed from technology?
Have you ever done
You ever just
a digital detox? Have you unplugged? And if so, what were the benefits?
I have. So every morning I make sure that I do not hit my phone. Like I feel like I need to have time with God, and I feel like that is just me and him time. Like at the end of the day, I might not have a prayer at that time, but I make sure like I give him that moment, like those 30 minutes, I make sure I give it to him. So like yes, I do detox from that. And I mean, it's just 30 minutes, but shit, in my head, I'd be like, listen, what's Jen doing on Instagram right now? I wonder what she doing on Instagram. Like, in my God knows my thoughts. I'm not gonna cap. Like, God knows my thoughts. And I'd be like, God, you gonna give me a hint on what like G Way is doing on Instagram right now? Just a hint, and then we're gonna go back to like what we're talking about. Like, yes, I have those moments, but like I feel like it's very necessary to like have those moments because at the end of the day, I feel like it's just a detox, and I feel like it's a detox for your mind and it's a detox for your body as well. So it's very important for us to have like a technology detox.
Have that moment to unplug. I think it, and it the reason why I asked that question because it ties into self-love. Having them moments where you're just one with yourself and not having that technology. 'Cause I know for me, pretty much since I started Untagged, I can just be honest. I don't watch TV really anymore. I don't watch movies. This kind of has
Oh,
become
hello.
so I had to start reeling myself back in. Sundays, I don't go live.
Absolutely. That's very necessary.
I give myself one day where I'm not plagued by, oh, this is so great, his frozen face right now. Sorry, your frozen face. I had to screenshot it. No, you was like, but I have to give myself a day, at least one day every week, where I'm not riddled with, who's live, do I need my graphic, those things. Like I have to unplug at least for a time during that day to give myself time to clean my house. Do my toenails or whatever it is that I feel like doing that day. Go take a bubble bath. Like give myself that day to unwind because on here, it's just a constant. There's people always around you. And just to have like that release, you know what I mean? That release from people and to just be one with myself because people are always, y'all are going to be there tomorrow. Let's be honest. Y'all are going to be there tomorrow. Hey, y'all are going to be there tomorrow. So I have to give myself that day to spend time with the people who are off the app. I feel like you have to have some sort of unplug from here, especially. You have to have some sort of unplug and give people that quality time. That's my biggest love language, quality time. So I have to unplug from here so I can give myself and the people who deserve my time off this app that quality time. You know what I mean? With myself, even.
That
But
is true,
I'm
Jen.
gonna start
Because
implementing what you do, Coco. That first 30 minutes that I'm awake, there's no more phone anymore. I really like that idea because I think like the first thing I do when I wake up before I can even see properly is I look at my phone.
Just grab the phone.
that is true.
You don't
That is
realize how
true,
your
Jen.
daily habits can affect you, but just having that quiet time or alone time, even if I put on the music in the morning, but just to have that moment to myself, I think would probably be detrimental to how I feel probably throughout the day. Because often the first thing I see is like, man, you know what this mother did to me on tag today? I can say it. This mother did to me on tag today, or oh, guess who did? You know what I'm saying? So that already I'm feeding some negative thoughts into my mind by looking at my phone. Like, and I might have a good morning, beautiful, or I might have that too. But just to
That is
have those
true.
moments to yourself when you wake up to kind of give yourself that time, allow yourself that
Just
time.
that is so true. Just 10 minutes. It doesn't even have to be like just 5 minutes.
Yeah,
God
just
knows your heart.
that
You know what I
initial
mean?
allow yourself
And
to
I'm
wake
not
up
trying to
feeling.
make it and I'm not trying to make it religious or anything, but
Right.
like whatever you believe in, like he knows your heart. So like at the end of the day, you don't even have to fake a prayer or say anything. Like you just have to sit there in silence and just be content
Meditate.
with yourself.
Meditation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So absolutely. That's very necessary. That really determines how your day is gonna go, honestly.
They say
For
that if you
sure.
set
And
your
that's something
that you
it's
set
hard
your
for me to
intention for the
unplug.
first 30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said what, Feisty?
Yeah, it's proven that the first 30 minutes of you waking up will set your intention for the rest of the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why
Absolutely.
unplugging from social media, you know, saying, you know what, I'm going to be great today. I feel really good. I feel strong. I'm going to take care of myself and, eat healthy or whatever it is that makes you a whole person.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But if y'all are just pulling up, it's over. Almost over. Tonight's
Yeah,
topic
yeah,
was self love. You're definitely late, but don't
yeah. I
fret.
can't do that.
You can find us every week on YouTube, which you can find posted in my bio by clicking that icon. Subscribe, y'all. We have 4 seasons with 2 episodes of the 5th season, but we have 4 whole seasons of episodes on there that y'all can go back and relay and kind of get a feel for the show and what we do here. And if you would like to be on the show, please hit my inbox or follow me on IG if you are interested in being a part of the show, y'all. There's times that I do reach out and ask, but a lot of times people come to me. So if you are interested in being on the show, please do not hesitate to ask me or G-Way. Hit either one of our Instagrams, y'all, to ask to be on the show. But every week we come to this place of healing, and I always do a healing quote at the end of every show. So I would like to wrap up the show with this quote, and then I'll let you guys all give your outros and we can end this thing here. But I'm going to wrap up the show with this quote. It's called Self-Love. Keep notes of the times that you feel you're most confident, the people that make you smile and laugh until your stomach hurts, and the moments that were incredibly challenging but you're thankful for, as those moments, no matter how hard they were, led you to the person you are today. You see, self-love isn't about loving yourself and everything that happens to you all the time, but instead about truly growing through the hard stuff, even when they were the last thing you wanted to do. Being painfully honest with yourself is unconditional self-love. Y'all, this has been the Red Room Talk. You can find us every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, ladies first. Go ahead and give your outros. Let us know what you got going on in your life or your life, and let us know about your stream, yo. Go ahead, Feisty. Go ahead and start us off.
um, I used to stream a lot, but usually I try and do it once a week, sometimes, and it's usually around the 4 or 5 o'clock time, Eastern Standard Time. Um, and yeah, and I'm gonna go. I do my self love, but right now, my part of my self love is giving back. So I'm gonna go pay attention to the lovely woman that's upstairs. And so remember to take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice, with consent, of course.
Oh, okay. We like that. Coco.
Well, um, oh, I'm a random dedicated streamer. I stream randomly. Like I would just wake up one morning and be like, I want to stream. And then I would just wake up one morning and be like, no, I don't want to stream. So like catch me when you catch me, obviously. And this actually really hit home because of the fact that most of y'all know that I lost my mom last year. So I'm kind of not really open to talk about, self-love and all that cuz it took me a minute to actually learn what self-love was cuz you know, it's tough, it hit home. It's hard. But this year actually taught me that like it's not just about me, it's also about the people that come to my stream to um actually want to hear somebody say it's okay, like and stuff like that. So absolutely, I'm still learning like everyone else. I'm sure that self-love is important, but I wouldn't say I have it to the T what self-love is. But yeah, so this was really an eye opener. So I definitely understand more what self love is. And I would definitely take everybody's, ideas and everything into consideration. I would drink a bottle of wine, wind down, be in my bathtub. I'll try that. I'll try that. I mean,
With a
Anastasia has
candle,
really been
lights
good.
off. I'm telling you, it's nothing
Exactly.
like it.
Anastasia has really been good to me as you know, but that's besides the point. Um, yes, I, I definitely and yes, I really love this episode, Jen and Juice, and like I said, I actually do love you. I love you even more because I definitely this episode got me to learn about you some more. So absolutely. Catch me when you
Thank
catch me, y'all.
you.
Hit her with that fade.
Prince Jr., let us know about yourself and your life. Can we see more from the top of your head?
All right, hold on. So I'm Prince Junior B, one of the little streamers. Um, I stream random sometimes, but a lot of times I do stream in the morning, or you can catch me late at night. I have the battle of the fun games. Where it's not about winning or losing. It's about coming out and actually having fun, showing them a different outlook on tag, and showing them you can have a battle without cursing each other out, without putting bottles in the camera or smoking in the camera. Just have a vibe. So that's what I'm really about, and I'm like that brother you always wanted but never had, where you could come in my stream and talk about anything. We could laugh, cry, we could do it all together, and try to help each other and lift each other at the same time. So it's never about downing nobody. It's always about picking everybody up. So always feel free to hit that fave, and definitely hit the fave on Gin and Juice. Make sure y'all show up to the Red Room Talk, each and every Saturday at 10 p.m. with your co-host G-Way on the ones and twos.
You already
But
know.
that's really just me. And I want to say thank you for having me again. I don't really do these shows, but I just want to say thank you again. It was very eye opener. A lot of weight came off my shoulders, to know what I really be doing. I never knew I was doing self love when I was helping everybody around me. But, I just want to say thank you again. Coco, I got you. I'm gonna buy you some heels for next year to make you taller. And top badge motherfucking G Way. Oh, sorry. Top badge G
Oh,
Way.
you can say
Top
the
badge.
box is off now.
Top. Oh, all right. I can say it. All right. Fuck that. Top badge motherfucking G Way. Top badge motherfucking tag you Rick. You hear me? Gang, 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 gang. They was never one of us. You heard?
Facts.
Cause I'm gonna keep it on there. Like, this is a little quick story. I went to playlist. I had fun. Jenna Juice supposed to be there, but she ain't come. But it's alright though. She come next year, but I'm gonna be there in 2024. You feel me? And I just want to say, go there, have fun. Get to meet my amazing brother, Tag Your Rick. 'Cause he definitely a real one. Trill. We got to say salute to Trill because some things happened in that playlist where I was trying to get some air, my body was overheating, and I got a little too drunk, and I must have dozed off outside, and they was bothering me, but Trill came to the rescue and held me down when everybody else turned their back on me. You feel me? So it's all love,
That's what's
and
up.
shout out to
That's what's
King
up.
of Cali because they was looking out for me too. Like it was so much people. They all came together. Shout out to Self Made. Shout out to Jen and Juice because she was with us even though she wasn't there in the flesh, but she was on everybody live, so she knew what we was
I
doing. She knew
was.
what the turn up looked like.
Kinky was
You
in
feel
my
me? So
life more than
it's
I've
all
ever
love.
seen him in my life ever. I promise you. He's like, twin, come on, twin. He made Chris Casper say happy birthday to me and everything.
Right, big birthday shout outs. You feel me? Oh yeah, and shout out to my bro Chris Casper. He kind of ratchet in real life, but that's my guy. So you heard? I'm just saying. Don't tell nobody I
Let
told
us
you
know
that.
about yourself and about your life, G-Way.
Man, just hit me up, hit the fade button. I don't really call my live alive. It's a vibe more so than alive. Since
That
we
part.
off the feature, the motto in my live is roll up, pull up, box up. Just come check me out, man. Hit me with the fave. Catch me tomorrow. Calypso's Lasting Love, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday, right back on the hood view. Tuesday, normally it'd be cut the beat, but this coming up week could be This Is It with Queen K. I'm everywhere. I'm doing everything with everybody. That's my new motto right now. I'm everywhere doing everything with everybody.
But make sure you take time
Hit
for
me with the
yourself and
fave.
practice self
I
love
got
from
you.
now on. Okay.
Yes, definitely do. Definitely got to do that. But yeah. You already know. Still ain't no way.
I'm your host, Jen and Juice. Everybody's gone. Have a good night. Come back every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's all love, y'all.
Quantum Sounds Production. What up, Sam?